Hi, hello, good day. My name is Mike Mexicano, and this is The Beautiful Game. Now, of course, it's the day after Real Madrid lost at the Santiago Bernabeu to Arsenal in the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Well, Arsenal have now defeated Real Madrid home and away in the Champions League, and it's quite a very big one. Yeah, on the show at different times, I've spoken about this match, but this is the reason why this match is quite an important one. Yeah. Now, before we go to take a look at what happened during this match, let us take a look at the trend map. Right. Let's take a look at trends. Right. The trends in Nigeria. And get that. Yeah, trends in Nigeria over the past. Now, this is 46 minutes. The time now exactly is just a little past midday. It's just almost 2 o'clock on Thursday. And look at the trends in Nigeria here. You can see here, Arsenal is trending at number one. Real Madrid, hashtag Real Madrid Arsenal is trending number two. You go down, Saka is trending number 6. COYG hashtag, that's common you Gunners, is also trending. Remontada is trending. Gunners is also trending. Home and away is trending. Bernabeu is trending. So you can see there. Now, this has gone on 2 hours ago, 46 minutes ago, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. It is still about the same trends that are happening all over. Remontada, of course, is trending. You know why it is trending? Remontada, of course, means comeback. And that is what Real Madrid prided themselves that they could do. You know, now, for me, what was cringeworthy all through all of this before, you understand, before we went into the match week or the match day, was how Jude Bellingham, Carlo Ancelotti, the kind of things they were saying. I mean, Jude Bellingham said that by the time they left the Emirates and we're getting back into the bus, they're already thinking they could come back. And then they'll talk about playing motivational messages or something before. And then, of course, there's always that talk about closing the Bernabeu. Then, there's that talk about, remontada is now the most popular words in the Real Madrid dressing room. It was cringeworthy. It was cringeworthy. And for me, for those of us who, or for those people who talk about affirmations and all of that, this was not affirming. Remontada Koramotani. Nothing happened. They were able to come back. They were able to come back. And Arsenal, as they are, gave a very wonderful performance. Let's just look at the play-by-play of some of the highlights of this particular match. That's talking about Arsenal versus Real Madrid here. And this was quite the match. This was quite the match, yeah. Quite the very, very big one. Let's take a look at it from the beginning. Of course, hey, come on. Arsenal with the ball. Real Madrid started like a house on fire. And if you notice, they kept what? How many of their players back in the fold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just take this a little bit. Yeah. Let's see where it gets to. Okay, good. Now, by the time he took this chip here, if you are going to take a chip, now this is it here. If you are going to take a chip, right? If you're going to take, or you're going to do a panenka, your panenka has to be at the center, right? And that is where your panenka has to be at the center. He was going to do a chip or a panenka, as it were, and then he put it to the side in such a way that, look, come on, man, at this particular point, even if he didn't dive to the right side, there was still enough time to come back and take it out. So the panenka should have gone to the center, but we can excuse Saka. That is not a problem. Saka is excused. I mean, it's the golden boy that we're talking about here. He went ahead, and even though nothing could happen, or even though Real Madrid couldn't do anything, it just went ahead. It wasn't a problem. And well, went up, and they had chances. This match should have even been more. Arsenal should have scored more than the 2 goals that were scored in this particular match. There were chances. I mean, come on. Chances upon chances. And these guys were making noise that, they can score 3 goals in 5 minutes. This first half was done. Come on, man. Look at that goal. This was beautiful football. They tore the Madrid defense apart. Now, this is the particular point. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the box. And then going for the tackle at this particular point, right? You had Rice here, who was giving the pass. Saka, 2. These ones were not even involved, safe. So it was just 2. It was just 2 that were going for it, right? It was just 2. And look at that pass, the way it sliced through. Man. This was beautiful football. Arsenal were able to play beautiful football, and they decimated this Madrid defense. Kudos to them for doing all of that. It was a decimation. And of course, a lot can be said about this. He had to take this error. I mean, which I would say a loss of concentration. When you look at the distance, right? When you look at the distance here, this is William Saliba at this particular point. There was enough distance between him and Vinicius Jr. This was quite a distance. But the thing was that just a little minute loss of concentration there. By the time the ball came from David Raya to him, just a little bit of loss of concentration there. And that was what happened. And allowed um, Vinicius Jr. to cover up that space. And that was what we saw. Allowed Vinicius Jr. to cover up that space. And that was how the goal came in, right? I mean, come on, cover up that space. And then you have to put his hands in there. You see the way he was celebrating, as though they had scored equalizer. Come on, guy, come on now. Yeah, but well, that's not a problem. See, too much space. There's enough time for him to cover up, and that goal went in. They did what they could, but kudos to Arsenal, who what a counter. Can you see this run? Can you see? I need to take this back. I need to take this back. You need to see this run. Now look at this. Look, come on. Look at that. And that was it. It was all over. Good performance from Arsenal. I think that if Arsenal can turn up in this particular way and put such performances together, who knows? Aston Villa gave PSG a shock of their life, and you never know. It's PSG up against Arsenal in the semi-finals of the Champions League, the first one. The other one will have Barcelona against Inter Milan. I don't think you can bet against Arsenal winning the Champions League this season. So yeah, kudos. Well done to them. We'll take more time to break this down with my guys on the show. So tune in Saturday, 11 a.m. on TVC, and we'll talk more about Ramota. It's no remontada, Ramota. As what happened here. All right. See you next time. Bye bye.